Hello YouTube. If you watch my last video, you'll know that I'll be leaving the Prince George's County and DMV area soon for a new job in Alabama. And I just wanted to give you, more than 10 reasons why I'll be glad to leave the DMV area. The first reason I'll be glad to leave the DMV area is rude people. Since I moved here, I've noticed that a lot of people just don't seem to have any sense at all. And I'm from Tennessee, so I bring my southern sensibilities with me, and I lived in Georgia before I moved here. But still, it seems a lot of people here just leave the house looking to be a problem for other people and to interact with them in a negative way to make that person's day, just to be a problem. So I'll be glad to leave this area just for the rude people. The second reason I'll be glad to leave this area is because many people here in the DMV drive like assholes. And that's basically the truth. The people in this area, basically all of them, are the worst drivers that I've ever been around in my life. And when I lived in Georgia, in the Atlanta area, we could always tell the transplants, even if they had a Georgia license plate, because of how they drove. The people here drive aggressively, they drive rudely, they drive on the shoulder of the road in the mornings and afternoons trying to just get one car length ahead. Even if you have 20 miles of open road behind you, they'll try to use that turning lane or that merge lane to the very last 6 inches to try to get in, even though it's much easier to just merge behind you. It's just crazy how they drive, and it's understandable why car insurance is so high in this area, and it's getting higher. The road that I live on, 210, is known for having a lot of deaths on the highway. And also on that road, they give out hundreds of tickets for going not just 20 plus, but 45 plus over the speed limit. And not to mention the dirt bike culture and the four-wheeler culture, that's actually illegal. Shouldn't be on the roads at all. But they'll go through the traffic lights doing wheelies. No police around or anything like that. But I'll be glad to get out of this area just based on that as well. The third reason, and these are in no particular order, the third reason is income taxes. Of course, Tennessee doesn't have any income tax, state income tax. Georgia had a income tax, but from what I've heard, they've been phasing it out or have plans to phase it out. Of course, Florida doesn't have one, but moving here, I lived in the DC city proper first, and then I moved to Virginia, and then when I bought a house, I moved to Maryland. But when I lived in DC, renting when I first moved here, I was paying federal income tax and DC city income tax. And then when I moved to Virginia, I was paying federal income tax, Virginia state income tax. And then after that, when I moved to Maryland, I ended up paying federal income tax, state income tax, and a county income tax. The North sucks on taxes and taking your money and using it, just basically wasting it. And then when you leave the house, you got to pay to park. And then if you don't park, DC is worse about it than Virginia and Maryland, but just the tickets they give out, the aggressive parking enforcement on tickets for safety. So I'll be glad to leave this area based on that too. And another reason is the food isn't the best in this area. People here think that they're very cosmopolitan and highbrow and they have good food and all of that, but they have no idea what good food is in this area. I've taken advice from people they say, oh, this restaurant is good. It has great Southern food. I go and the biscuits aren't buttery. It seems like they don't know what salt is with the fried chicken. It's not seasoned. And I'm just like, it's just shameful what they take for Southern food around here. And I've also had Ethiopian food. And it was good in Atlanta, the place that I went called Desta there. And I enjoyed going there and taking family members there. But here in DC, the Ethiopian food is terrible. After salsa class once, I went to one place on the way home, and I couldn't even finish it. They gave me my money back when I asked, and I didn't have to pay for the meals. I was just like, it was terrible. The ethnic food around here isn't the best either, but people in DC, they don't know any better. It's like they don't go anywhere, they don't travel. It's because there's a place, and I go to Peru like every year, and there's a place called, I don't even know if I should call it out, but it's brothers that are Peruvian, and it's the worst Peruvian food I've ever had. It's like they haven't ever been to Peru to even see what the food tastes like, but people around here like it. I don't understand. I just don't understand that at all. Another reason is everything is political here as far as friendships and relationships go, and you better be liberal and you better be Democrat if you really want to date in this area. So when I travel home or back to the South, it's not necessarily that way. Well, I guess more in the liberal strongholds it is, but most people you can be friends and talk to, and politics doesn't really come up too much. Another reason is like you don't make really friends here. You make professional contacts and people that can help with your career, or if you know some kind of gossip that can get you ahead politically or something like that. Everything is transactional, it seems here. That reaching back to the dating as well is transactional, as far as what kind of job you have and all that kind of stuff. So it's not. My uncle calls a lot of the people here, he says they're plastic people. There's really no depth to them at all. And as far as interest, it's hard to have a real conversation with people and find people that have genuine interest and hobbies and thoughts of their own. And being in this county, I don't know, they elect people and they don't even think about what they are electing them for. Because it was last year or the year before, I went to the grocery store and all the grocery bags were taken out of the grocery store just in one day. And the people were complaining about it and they didn't know what was going on. But one of the workers at the grocery store asked them how they voted. And she was like, this is why you need to know who you're voting for, because the person who you voted in, she passed a bill to get all of the trash bags, all of the plastic bags and paper bags taken out of the stores. And you have to either purchase a bag and pay for that, or carry it in your hands on the way out. So I was glad that the grocery store worker told them that, because maybe it got a few people thinking that they need to actually investigate and research who they're voting for before they just blindly vote for the same people all the time. And even on the highway out here that's so dangerous, they can never get any kind of bill or law passed on traffic fines, which whether you drive 10 miles per hour over the speed limit or 50 miles over the speed limit, the ticket is the same at $50. They can never pass any laws for super speeders like they have in Georgia or Florida or even Tennessee, where they will arrest you on the spot or even take your car right there for going so many miles over the speed limit. But they have the time to pass a bill to take plastic bags and paper bags out of grocery stores. Their priorities are skewed on everything in the wrong way. Another reason is it's a lot of trouble in the DC area to get anywhere, whether you're driving or using public transportation. There is a lot of things to do in the area. You can always usually find something you want to go to, but it's like once you get home, you have to really think about if you want to go back out and do something else, because you have to deal with traffic, or you're going to have to wait 20 minutes for a train on the weekends. And it's just not convenient to get to places like it is in the South. Even though you might have to drive places in the South, here it just takes so much more time due to all the cameras and the stoplights, and everybody just trying to be extra careful to avoid tickets. It's pretty bad. And people here can be flaky when it comes to dating too, because, and I get it, because once you get home, especially during the week, do you really want to go back out for a date and deal with waiting for the train to get there or to get back, or finding a place to park and things like that, because there's so many caveats to, you can only park here from until 6, or all of this, where it's just a pain. And even once you get to the train stations, you don't know if the escalators are going to be working, or it's just terrible. Another thing is the fake diversity in the DC area. And people say that this area is diverse, but it's only diverse based on maybe skin color or ethnicity. When it comes to being diverse on thoughts, it's not diverse at all if you're moderate or a conservative person. It's fake diversity. And when people talk to me of different ethnicities, even that are moderate or conservative, they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad I found somebody that I can talk to," and which is pretty sad. You should be able to, talk to anybody or have a discussion, but not in this area. It's pretty like one way of thinking. If you think outside of that, you'll be ostracized like it's a cult. It's pretty bad. Okay, another thing is things here are expensive for no reason. Now, I know this is the seat of government for the United States, and there's a lot of government jobs and contract jobs, but the county governments know that the government jobs pay more, so they tax more. The apartment complexes know that government workers get paid a little more, so they raise rents and home prices. So things here are expensive for no reason. Because I remember checking prices once when I went home to Tennessee, and even on something like toothpaste, the toothpaste was $2 to $3 cheaper in Tennessee than it was here. Same exact thing. So I assume that I'll be saving a little bit of money just on groceries too, and things that I need in Alabama versus this area. And the stores are more well stocked in the South versus in this area too. Some of that has to do with property being expensive and things being, so small. But still, it's just a little ridiculous. Another big reason is crime that they let run rampant, and teens that they let run rampant, and they don't want to do curfews or arrest the kids, and because that's racist and all of that too. So it's like it's not enforcing the laws. It's being lax on crime, just letting people do what they want to do, letting people jump the gates at the train stations and not pay. So it's just bad. And another big reason here is not having real sports bars. If you're Southern, if you're from Tennessee or Atlanta, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to a sports bar, where you can just walk in a spot and they have every game on TVs all around the walls, in different sections of the sports bar. Of course, they probably have one or two huge big screens or projection screens where they have the two big games of the afternoon, and then at night, the wings are better. The just that sweet tea where you can get it, you can't get up here. The tater tots, they just have it all, even though I need to lay off all that stuff. as I'm getting older. But still, just having a real sports bar with Southeastern Conference sports, and you can keep an eye on the ACC sports too if you want to. When you have Georgia Tech down there or whatever, the few times that they're good. But things like that are important, because sports bars up here are sad. They're just really sad. So those are some things that I will not miss about leaving the DMV area. And that's it. And I will see you in the next one.